Hi Cancer, welcome. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tiffany and this is the Feminine Inquisition, and we're doing your reading for the new moon in Gemini. You can already catch your monthly. It is up, of course, for Gemini season. Your energy is probably rising as we are coming closer and closer to your season. Now, this is going to be about the new moon. It is also for Cancer placements that speak to you, and any Cancer placements of other people that you want to check up on. If it resonates, or if you watch anything about this reading and it works for you, please do give me a thumbs up, comment, and or subscribe if you like what goes on here. If you don't know about placements and you don't know what to check, you can read in the description box what you need to do to build your chart and move from there. And yeah, I am finishing the water signs and the earth signs today. Yesterday I did it. I did the readings that are up for the other collectives, and I had the most horrible allergies, and so bless them that they had to deal with me. Today I'm feeling much better and I can breathe. So let's just get into it, Cancer. We're using the Wild Unknown, the Mystic Soul Tarot, and the Movie Tarot for today's reading, okay? Let's go. I'll do one shuffle on camera, but I have shuffled a lot. For Cancer, for this new moon in Gemini, for June 2026, please. Thank you. For Cancer, please. All right. All right. Eight of Wands in reverse. For Cancer, please. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles, the bottom of the deck. You want to give me some reverse cards as it relates to, I don't know, a home, work, perfection, craft. Things are not going as planned, not feeling as stable, as secure, not quite feeling connected to spirit, to a sense of a vision. The Fool, Temperance, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. That's a descending pentacle order. The Page of Pentacles, that's one page. That's the pentacle that gets removed. Regarding the Two of Cups, regarding the Fool, regarding the Temperance, the Stork brings change. This, the construct of home and working to build it, not having stability, not having communication, not having big picture thinking. It looks like maybe you're going out on a limb, leaving what was the idea of a Ten of Pentacles to now be sitting, flying free in the Nine of Pentacles. All right. Let's go here and let's learn if what I have just picked up on is your story. Can I see the Eight of Wands in reverse, please? So in tarot, numbers matter. And here we have the Eight of Wands as the first card out, and it's in reverse. And we have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and that is what would be called the shadow card, or the summary as I like to use it. And these are the details. So in the context of the Eight of Pentacles, this is the specific stuff that we're going to look at. Eight is the number for power, as above, so below, your ability to make magic. What's this Eight of Wands doing in reverse, please? Thank you. Four of Wands in reverse. That's two cards that signify home. Now, ordinarily, the Eight of Pentacles would not signify a home. It signifies the will for perfecting a craft, of mastery, of effort, of the sacrifice it takes to continuously work at something. However, a spider lives in their home. Their work of art is their home, right? What else about this Eight of Wands in the reverse? No, that's it. So the Four of Wands with the Judgment at the bottom of the deck. So I do stand by the original interpretation as I had seen it. I will still clarify the King of Pentacles, but in this new moon, there is going to be a chance for you to try to check in. Maybe meditate, maybe sit, maybe you're having a conversation with someone. Maybe you overhear someone else's conversation. The Eight of Wands happens really fast, but it's in reverse to say that something about the information that is received does not fall in line with what it is that you had been thinking for your big picture, because it's Mercury in Sagittarius. That is big picture, swift ideas of a big picture. Now, this big picture has to do with what is not it's not stable. There's no security in it. There's no long-term vision in it. Four of Wands, a signification that the honoring or the union or the partnership of these two wands on the left side matching and supporting the right side, this is not happening. Judgment is here. So whether or not it's you who called judgment, you saying there's no stability in this, there's no long-term vision in this, or it's someone else, I don't know. One shuffle. Can I see this King of Pentacles, please? What is this? What is this? Three of Cups, the World, and the Devil. Okay. I'm not the kind of reader that's going to sit here and talk about a third-party situation, but you could be dealing with some betrayal that has to do with another interference or another energy coming in, and devilish temptation. That other third thing could also just be like compulsion. As lame as it may be, video game, gambling, watching TV, hanging out with the boys and or girls also could be a little bit more serious, like drugs. Okay, King of Pentacles, please. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No longer aligned, no longer together, no longer working towards the same idea. Justice. Ooh, seems like it could be a divorce. If you are in a situation where you have a spouse and you're no longer seeing eye to eye, Nine of Cups. There's a time to move on. Chariot is splitting in my hand. There's a time to move on so that you can actually manage whatever it is that you want to fill and drink from, okay? The strength to do it. So look at yourself also, right? You didn't get here alone. It's not all one person's fault. And to plan again where you may go. Two of Wands after that. Splitting in my hand again, the Page of Swords. This could be because of miscommunications, because someone doesn't say enough for you, because maybe they are too passive for you. Maybe you're not given your fair chance to communicate or make decisions. Someone puts you in a page status when, you know, maybe you are feeling like you are a queen of Pentacles to say the most, right? That's what's shown up. Now it's interesting because you are nurturing, of course. The Queen of Pentacles can be nurturing, but typically you show up with water. So interesting to be operating out of so much so many pentacles basically. But water is here, the Nine of Cups. This is Jupiter in Pisces. Let's go further. Let's keep going. Show me the Justice. The only major on the table. Can I see the Justice, please? The Magician. Six of Wands. The Sun. The Ten of Wands. King of Cups. There's the water. So let's just say that there was a great chance for success as the Magician was working with all the tools, pouncing on the pentacle, looking at their success, how far they've come in the transformation of what maybe they didn't have previously to this place of empowerment where they shined outwards. And there is a supreme recognition that the Six of Wands is here between the Magician and the Sun, in the light of day, where everyone can see the victory. Yet here is the Ten of Wands. This is a heavy burden, heavy exhaustion, almost as if all of this force is on one person's back. Interesting reading so far, Cancer. Can I see the Ten of Wands? So just make note that the Six of Wands is missing the Four of Wands to get to the 10. So it could be a message here about there is the personal independent success in the light of day, the recognition of the transformation and how you've gained access to use all of these tools to the best of your ability, but the relationship is not supportive of this, and that's why there's such a burden. And you're trying to do your best to stay emotionally mature and stable throughout this, but I feel it's very heavy. Show me this Ten of Wands, please. Ten of Cups on its side. Yeah, happiness seems far away. You're reaching, arms out, reaching for it, but it just not there. Ten of Wands, please. Anything else? And this could be your family. It could be a family member. It could be a spouse. As I said, the justice is there. King of Pentacles, again in reverse. So we've the same person showing up. This is a very specific reading for a very specific Cancer. I don't know how many Cancerian collective members are going through the same thing, but judgment is here. And you, Page of Cups, you have claimed now, as I understand it, you have claimed judgment against this King of Pentacles who doesn't hold his own weight. I'm saying him because the card is masculine. It can be a feminine as well. He doesn't hold his own weight when it comes to the relationship, the effort of the emotions, the emotional labor of keeping a family together, the connection of supporting everyone in that family, the household. We saw the Eight of Pentacles, which could be the financial construct, the financial construct and workings of the home. And then the Four of Wands, the fire, and the vision of the support system that exists in the home. Judgment, King of Swords, the Hierophant. Yeah, there is a certain objectivity in which you separate, cut from this Hierophant. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, remember we saw the page previously. There's a lesson that you take from this. There's a little nugget that you take, something that you will hold on to so that you can continue to rebuild regardless of how sad you might be. World. You have to world it. The Emperor is here. Okay. Let's go here. We've seen Judgment 2 times. I'm going to go into... Actually, wait. I don't want to use this deck. My bad. Can I see the Sun? So the Sun is really close to the Moon when it's a new moon, which is why we don't see it. Full moon, the energy is so high, the Moon is illuminated with the fullness of the Sun. But yet the Sun here, interesting, it precedes the darkness of the Ten of Wands. So maybe it's in these dark moments you have spent some time finding your light within and the courage and the strength of your own happiness, right? Because we saw the Nine of Cups, and the courage and the strength that you can grant yourself by claiming your own happiness, supporting you. And that's what makes you conscious of the burdens that you've been carrying this whole time. That's what the Moon offers you, a recognition. And maybe it's that because you're exhausted, ordinarily you would have a chance to maybe tap into the moon energy, but because you're so tired, you feel disconnected and not able to replenish your spirit in the normal moon ways that a Cancer would, right? Okay, can I see the sun, please? The Lovers in reverse. But this message could not be any more clear. Anything else? Yeah, and what I just heard was the L word. I think that Four of Cups, you're having a moment of deep, deep understanding that love is not enough. Also, what is love? And this doesn't feel like love. This is not the love that I'm looking for. This may have been love at one time, but now I'm not feeling it in the way that I used to. Any of these, you take your pick, whichever fits your specific story. But if I'm claiming and calling this reading as it is, there is certainly a separation from a partnership, both of you operating as King and Queen of Pentacles, and you explicitly stating you understand the success that you have as an independent. What has shined on you from this new moon is that you can no longer even support some aspects of your independence because of how burdensome this partnership is, and you would rather, and you will, take this single pentacle that is remaining, the lessons from this union, and find a way to be in a Nine of Pentacles, in a Nine of Cups, solo energy, separate, King of Swords. We saw it all. Judgment 2 times. I don't think anyone can talk you out of it. Four of Cups is here, right? That's what you're contemplating. The dissatisfaction is what's on your mind. Gemini is communicating through this moon. Maybe all the ways that you have been very diplomatic, very open, holding the wisdom of, both sides. And now, as you get closer and closer to your season, you cannot support it. You cannot support it. 4 cards, please. No, wow, I said 4, but I've been doing 3, but I guess we'll take 4. The Moon, Death, 8 of Swords, the Sun. Holy smokes. Right, so just Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is the Men in Black. So stupid. This deck is so much fun. Not a Will Smith fan, but doesn't matter. David Bowie holding the moon. Jake Gyllenhaal as Donnie Darko. Death. 8 of Swords. That was the limitation there. You have not been able to find a way to rise up, but the sun has granted you the energy to explore whatever it is that the moon had been hiding, what you were, reminiscing or being nostalgic and just trying to think positively, hoping for change. You are... The death is right here. Whatever was hopeful about this situation previously is over, because you recognize that it was just limiting you from seeing it as it really was. And under the sun, now you can see all things. Page of Wands. You got your shades on. Yes, the sun is bright, but if you keep your shades on, you can see what is under the light. Wow. Knight of Wands. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to explore. You're going to set the thing on fire. You're going to make change in your life. You want to go one more? 2 of Cups. And you're going to give and take with you. And that's going to feel really good. Okay? Cancer, I want to thank you for such a concise reading and being so consistent in the messaging. I hope that something here has been helpful for you, or fun, informative. If anything has stuck with you and I made you laugh, give me a thumbs up, comment and tell me what this is about if you want, and then subscribe if you like what goes on here. As always, take care of yourself, and until the next time I read for you, enjoy this new moon in Gemini. Ciao.